Okay, Sam, all of that's sounding good. Yes, it's sounding good. The 7300 always sounds good. But anyway, let me get all this stuff squared away around here and see if I can get the SWR squared away on this thing, and I'll be back. KW4 TV.
All right, you got to keep those swerves under control. Ain't no doubt about it. But anyway, it's good to hear you. Looking forward to the net tonight. You gonna call it, I'm sure. Over.
No, that's my night, the second Monday night of every month. I don't know. Tom may have it. I'm not sure, Sam.
Well, I'll be here, whoever's here, and it's good to hear you on, Manuel. KF4TXQ. I am QRT listening on 3885. Over.
Okay, Sam, the pleasure's always on this end, my friend, for sure. 73. I'll be back in a minute. KF4TXQ. KW4 TV from the tallest mountain in Florida.
Get your ducks in a row. This is KF4XQ. KF4TXQ. I left my T out.
This is W4WFL testing.
Hello, Richard, W4WFL, Pensacola. This is KF4TXQ Dable. Over.
I didn't get up here in the city of gold, both of you.
W4WFL in Pensacola, Florida. Sam, what's going up there? Is it getting nice and warm today?
Been beautiful, I'll tell you right now, Richard. I'm loving the weather. A whole lot of difference between this time last week and now. But anyway, you know how it is. But you're sounding good from Pensacola, and looking forward to the net tonight. And we'll rock along. You about got your shack remodeled? Over.
I'll be back in just a minute. W4KM, good to hear you two. Y'all carry on. I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, mighty good, Kevin. I look forward to it. Richard, you got your shack redone yet?
Yeah, I got it. The shack is about 90% finished, but my transistor and equipment is completely off the air. That station is AM station, which is a priority, so it's my poor 7300 is there. I hope to have it on later on today, and you won't believe what I did, but I dropped my Icom 725 moving stuff around, and I dropped out in front of the radio. Sort of sad about that.
Okay, Richard, well, I hate to hear that about your DC radio. Was that your 7300 that got busted?
C2 calling CQ75.
Which one of your radios had a chunk out of it there, Richard? W4WFL, KF4TXQ.
Yeah, it was my Icom 725.
CQ from the
Get around the one, but I just have to look at it.
There's a net fixing to start. The guy's calling CQ. We're fixing to start a net in about 4 minutes.
Roger that, Kevin. WA4KM, KF4TXQ with W4WFL standing by.
Los Angeles, W4WFL standing by.
Calling CQ and listening.
There's somebody up north hollering CQ. We're getting ready to start a net, sir. The guy up there up north hollering CQ. We're getting ready to start a net here in about 5 minutes. WA4KM.
You're sounding good, Kevin, as always.
I'm sure he can hear me too.
This is WA4KM.
We are.
But obviously some folks don't listen.
So we've been in here talking for the last 30 minutes, and he comes there hollering CQ in the last 30 or minute.
You know how it is. There ain't no cure for it.
Well, I've been here for
This is the problem that's been for years. I haven't heard.
nothing heard. This is WA1H, and y'all are listening on the Intelligent Radio Waveforms.
I want you to listen there. Got what now? So I'm running about right at 9-1. I'm looking at it on the scope. You said 40, there's no way. You say 4 or 40? It may be, yeah, but I'm running 0 and 4,000. I should be running between around 8, maybe 8.5 wide. I'm running full legal limit so that guy can hear me.
Roger, roger. Okay, no problem, no problem. Thought if you got the scope there, you're looking at it. So it's just the receiver on this end, you're killing it. So that's all. At 9 AMI.
Okay, yeah, it's probably just filling up, overloading the front end a little bit, which, like I said, I'm running full legal limit, full bore, so the guy hopefully can hear me up there. I was running about 200 watts, now I'm running the full 350. Anyway, WA4KM. I don't know if Tom or Manuel, one of us is going to do the net. I'm not sure. But I got my pad just in case.
Manuel was in here a little while ago. I think he said somebody else had it. Maybe Tom. I don't remember what he said, though. Overall.
Yep, Tom usually does the 5th one in the month, but then we got one on the 1st. But either way, we'll get it. Ain't no big deal. One of me and Manuel's already talked. If Tom usually does it. If he don't, why me and Manuel, one of us will get it. Won't be no problem whatsoever. WA4K. You're sounding good up here. What's going on with W4K?
Testicling something.
I want you to look. Tell me your signal. You got a good signal coming down to West Georgia. Anyway, I'm confident you're just fine. Evening, Kevin, W4KR. Hey, Stan. Yeah, your signal's okay. There's no problem with it, Kevin. Well, I was thinking, I'm sitting there looking on the flex. It looks like a brick wall, but I may be, like I said, overloading this front end. I think that's what it sounded like to me. Yeah, you're okay. Don't sweat it tonight. All right, I appreciate it. I've actually cut it back when I talked to Riley a while back. I used to run 5, wide and make it 10, and I'll be on the edge, so I cut it back to about 8, between 8 and 9, so that way it just kind of keeps it down. But anyway, all right, I appreciate it. And we got about a minute or so. I don't know, Tom, are you there? I don't hear him, but that don't mean nothing. I normally hear him, but I don't hear him. KW42. Yeah, I don't know. He may not be. That's fine. I've got the pad and the preamble and all that. It ain't no big deal, really. You know I don't mind doing it on any of these nets. We got about a minute or so.
Man's kind of long tonight. Kevin's going to be fun.
Yeah, I know. I see. That's what I was trying to tell the other guy. I've talked with him before. I was going to invite him in if he wanted to, but okay. Let me get my mouse. I know it sounds funny, but it's finished. All righty. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Monday night edition of the Eagle AM Net. Hope everybody's had a good day. Been windy here. It's 45 degrees now, and we'll kick off the Monday Night Eagle Net. Okay, with that, let me see. Is the frequency clear? Do we have anybody with any emergency or traffic for the net? Okay, that's a good thing. All righty. This is the Eagle AM WE4 AM net operating on 3885 kilocycles in the AM mode. This is a directed net, and your net control this evening is Kevin, and my call is WA4KM. I'll be net control this evening for the Eagle AM WE4 AM net. The net begins having a round table usually around 5:30 Eastern, and then 6 o'clock the net usually kicks off. It's Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let's see. We'll now take a 30-second quiet reflection period in memory and appreciation for all essential personnel, silent keys, and anyone suffering from illnesses. And we'll start that 30 seconds now. Okay, thank you for that. Do we have any QRP or mobile stations wishing to check into the net this evening? If so, please come now. This is WE4AM. Okay, hearing nothing. Let me see. Let me put this down. Now we got KF4THQ, WFL Richard, Stan, W4KR. Okay, well, let's start with kilos. I've got Stan on here, and I've got Richard on here, and of course Sam on here. Anyone with and Manuel, KW4TV. Anyone out there with a kilo prefix like to get on the roster this evening for the Eagle AM net? Please come at this time.
M4MTC.
Hey Bruce, we're on AM though. N4MTC. I think he's on the lower side, but hey Bruce, I got Bruce there. Any more kilos?
Let me give a shout. It's hard to hear down this way. Kevin's taking check-ins for the kilo prefix for the Eagle net. Anybody down this way? Kilo prefix for the Eagle net. Come now.
Kilo Whiskey 4 Zulu Zulu.
Okay, I heard Kilo Whiskey 4 Zulu Zulu. Anyone else?
KK4, KKW, you got problems, Kevin. You're going all the way across the whole wedding plan.
Andy, you're on sideband. We're on AM, that's why. We're on AM. KK4 TW. We're on AM. This is the AM net, not sideband. That's why it's wide. Anyway, how about any November calls? Do we have any November calls? Please come at this time.
Kevin, N4MTC, you've got a spurious transmission about every 3 kcs that goes up the band past 3750, and then it sort of fades out. Might want to check your equipment, N4MTC.
Okay. Stan, are you still running that on your scope? Okay, well, I may have to reboot. You know how these computers are. Manuel, you want to take over for a second, and I'll do a reboot real quick. KW4 TV. Hold on one second. Let me just swap radio. Y'all give me just a second. I'll get on the 990 in the solid state. Take me just a second. WA4KM.
Alright, Kevin is changing out radios. Everybody just hold by a minute. Let you know if you didn't hear, Kevin is changing his radio out. This is KW4 TV. Stand by for the Eagle Net till Kevin gets back on board. KW4 TV on the Johnson 500 waiting on Kevin to do the net.
Manual W4KR. I'm not hearing what this other guy's hearing, and it sounds like somebody's got an IC 7300 that's overloading.
Stan, I'm hearing him up to 3900.
Radios, give him a minute, he'll be back on something different. It may have been him, Stan. Just hang on just a minute, he'll be back. KW4 TV.
Okay, well, let me take it.
I heard that, Virgil, I heard that too.
Anyway, well, here's a Kenwood 990 with a solid state, but I'm only running probably, looks like about 500-600 pp, about 180 watts. I hope this is better. Are y'all hearing me okay?
Good to go, good to go.
Right down here, Kevin.
That's good. Do it, dude.
All right, Kevin, I don't see the spurious 3 kilocycles all the way up and down the band. You fixed it, N4MTC QSY.
Okay, Bruce, appreciate it. Okay, let's see, we done kilos, well that's good. We done the kilo prefixes, and let me go to Novembers again. Do we have any November calls wishing to get on the Eagle AM net? Please come now. Okay, how about any whiskey? Any whiskey prefixes wishing to get on the Eagle AM net? Please come at this time.
W4, I'll diddle diddle. Roy Pensacola, good evening to the net.
W4OLJ.
Whiskey 9, Tango Alpha Bravo.
Okay, I got Roy, W4I Diddle Diddle. Of course, I had Stan on there as well, and WFL Richard. And I got Virgil, OLJ, and Tom, TAB. Any other whiskeys?
Whiskey Bravo 4, Oscar Queen Fox.
The Oscar Queen Fox, what was the, could you give me the prefix again?
Yes, sir, it's Whiskey Bravo 4.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Whiskey Bravo 4, Oscar Queen Foxtrot. Got it. Thank you. Any other whiskeys? Okay, how about any alpha calls? Do we have any alpha calls? Please come at this time. This is WE4AM in the Eagle AM net. Okay, well, let me go back up here to the top, and I'm going to do a reboot on the other one because I know it could be that, I don't know. But Anyway, I'll run this 990 with a little solid state for now and hope everybody can hear me okay. With that said, Stan, let me, Sam, I'll get it out in a minute, guys. They got me a little rattled here. KF4TXQ, this is WE4AM.
WE4AM, this is KF4TXQ, and I'm hearing you fine, and I'm hearing everybody in and out. You know how it is, but the band hasn't really settled down yet. It'll get good at dark 30. It's just dark dusk now. But anyway, you know how it goes. But thanks a lot for doing the net, Kevin, and always good to hear you. And but anyway, we'll rock along. Good to hear you two, Stan and Virgil from the Sweetwater Valley, and Manuel and Roy, and whoever else is in here. I didn't really write it down. I'm just trying to depend on my feeble memory. So back to WE4AM. This is KF4TXQ.
Sound great, Sam.
Oh yeah, you're sounding good, Sam. No problem whatsoever here. Good signal. Okay, next let me pick up Richard, W4WFL. Richard down in Florida, please come. This is WE4AM.
This is W4WFL, and it appears that the net is starting before sundown, which means that springtime is on its way. And really don't have a whole lot for the net tonight, but I just want to say 73 is on the mark. Hope everybody has a good evening and a good week coming up. So anyway, God bless America, and WE4 AM, this is W4WFL, Pensacola.
Okay, Richard, well, you're sounding good as always out of Pensacola, and yeah, the sun is starting to go down. Well, it is here. It may not be down that way, and we're just trying to keep it in line with all the other nets. Well, I say with the Tuesday night, and I know they're getting ready for the low power month on the Gulf Coast Mullet Society on February the 1st. All righty, next on the list, good evening to you, Stan, up there in the golden corners of Walhalla. W4KR, this is WE4AM.
All right, Mr. Kevin, good afternoon to you, WE4AM. And the Eagles, W4KR, Walhalla, for suburban Walhalla, South Carolina. Actually, we live about 4 or 5 miles northwest of town, so we're out in the farmland here, northwest of the metropolis, the big metropolis. I'm on the Valiant tonight, Kevin, and I didn't fire up the big rig. Yeah, it looks like the band is in one of those weird configurations where it's both long and short. I'm sure we're getting in up into the northeast pretty well. One of the northeast lads was on a bit earlier, and he was pretty loud. He was just almost loud you were, so it's just conditions. Anyway, carry on, my man. You got it cooking now. WE4AM. This is W4KR.
All right, Stan. Well, you got a beautiful signal, that's for sure. You always sound good out of Walhalla, and appreciate all that you do for AM and on the Tuesday night SAMRC nets too. Big asset to them, you and Alan, and appreciate all that. Let's see. Well, we got Bruce. I think he may have left. He was just telling us about the thing, but I don't know if he hung around or not, but I'll call on him anyway. Bruce, Info MTC, are you there? WE4AM. Yeah, they went back up to band. Okay, how about KW4ZZ? Are you there, sir? It's over to you for your comments. And then we'll pick up Manuel. I went by you, Manuel. Sorry.
Yeah, good evening, everyone on the net this evening. Kilo Whiskey 4 Zulu Zulu. Handle here is Dennis. We're located to the northwest of Milton, Florida, on Knob Hill next to Fox's Pond. Pleasure to be here this evening. Well, the band is up and down for me. Well, Mr. Thursday, it's not even dark out yet down here in Florida, so I'll I just bid 73 to everyone, and hope everybody has a blessed evening. Kilo Whiskey 4 Zulu Zulu back to net control.
Well, okay, Dennis, appreciate you stopping by. You got a good signal coming out of Florida, and appreciate you stopping by on the Monday Night Eagle Net here. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow on the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Net on 3885 at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, and then, of course, 30 minutes prior to that, they have a good little pre-net. Okay, next on the list, let's see, Roy. W4I Diddle Diddle. Roy, it's down to you for your comments. Hope you're doing good, you and Miss Gail. This is WE4AM.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Good evening to everybody. This is W4I Diddle Diddle Roy in Pensacola. Well, I haven't got anything much this evening, Kevin. Just glad to be here. Good to be alive. Today is mine and Gail's 34th wedding anniversary. So we went out and did big time and had lunch at the Walker's House, my favorite restaurant. And I had a helping of gravy biscuit, corn eggs, and sausage. And it was wonderful. So we celebrated big time here. Well, let's see. Let me comment on Miss Daisy May. She's in the hospital and not doing well at all. So I'm not looking forward to having her come back home. I don't think she's going to make it this time. So there you go. John's doing all he can, but you know how it goes. Well, let's see. I thought you sounded good that first time around, Kevin. I don't know what the problem was. If anybody ain't on this frequency, they're not on the right one, so there you go. You sounded good on 3885, so that's all I know. Well, let's see, that's about it, I guess, from here, Kevin. I'll turn it back to you. You're doing a great job on the net. And I hope everybody has a great week coming up, and be safe. Let me clear with this little statement. I hope everybody out there in Radio Land is as good as I look. Sam, wake up. You're coming up. W4I Diddle Diddle, Pensacola.
Well, okay, y'all look at me now. Hopefully I switch back over to the radio again. On the flex, I done a reboot. I guess somebody come down here hollering hopefully that was all it needed. If not, I'll go back to the Kenwood. There's about 4 or 5 people emailed me. I did see it on their screen too, and Billy was one of them. So anyway, let's see, moving down the list. If I'm going up still, y'all let me know, and I'll go back to the Kenwood and look further into it. Hopefully, a lot of times you do a reboot and it'll straighten it out, and I hope that's all it needed. All right, W4OLJ Virgil up in Sweetwater, Tennessee. It's over to you for your comments. This is WE4AM.
WE4AM and the net, this is W4OLJ. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, you sounded good there now. Don't see anything wrong with it. And Stan, that is a good sounding Valiant. It sounds good and it's strong over here. It's really doing a great job, sure is. Just coming right over the mountain. Well, it's been a good day here in the valley. Sun shining a little bit, mostly overcast all day, but the sun did show up there for a while. And right now it's 42 degrees, but we got a little breeze out there, and it's about the coldest 42 degrees that I've seen in a while. It's got a bite to it. Well, it's not long till Dalton. We'll all get together down there and have a big time, I hope. It's good. It's one of my favorite ham fests, and it's not too far, about 70 miles from here. Don't take me long to get down there. So that's about it, Kevin. I'll kick it back to you, and I believe you got everything going the right way now. WE4AM. This is W4OLJ in Sweetwater.
Okay, I told Bill I'd text him, maybe he can look at me. A lot of times, like I said, I just put this thing to sleep instead of cutting it completely off, so a lot of times reboot. Yes, sir, what, it fixed it? Okay, he said, yes, sir, I'm assuming that means it fixed it. Okay, well, let me, yeah, okay, thank you, Billy. All right, sorry to get straight. I'll run the power up a little bit back to back. I'll run about, there it is, 300 watts. I won't hit it for 350. Okay, next on the list, we got Tom down there in Pensacola, Florida. Tom, hope you're doing well this evening, you and W9 Wolf and everybody. It's over to you for your comments. This is WE4AM.
WE4AM. W9CAB. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you running the net. You're sounding good down here in Pensacola, Florida. Excellent. Been outside most of the day, running all over the place, buddy. I just got home. Man, I've been camping and doing all kinds of things and getting projects finished and all that. Well, it's back to the QTH. I had a quick bite to eat. That's about all I got. Appreciate you, buddy, and good evening all my brothers and sisters on the net. And Wolf gives his appreciation too. Back to you then, Kevin. Appreciate it again, buddy. WE4AM, W9CAB.
All righty, good deal. Yeah, I got about 3 different texts that said that fixed it, and that usually does. Well, Tom, it's always good to hear you, and big signal, matter of fact. Now, I guess the sun went down. I'm copying you really well, so anyway, appreciate you being there and helping out on all these nets as well. And we'll pick up, let's see here, WB4OQF. Over to you, sir, for your comments. This is Kevin, WE4AM, and the Monday Night Eagle AM net. We'll take some check-ins after we pick up WB4OQF. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you much. Good evening, everyone in the net. Most of the stations are just booming in here, located near Pace, Florida. Running about 150 watts. So, finished project today, rebuilding 2 HF beams, the TA33s. Got those where they're back where they need to be. And had a nice day here today. So, I'll turn it back to the net. Everybody's doing a good job here this evening. WB4OQF.
Well, okay. You got a great signal coming into West Georgia here on the Georgia-Alabama line. And WB4OQF out of Pace, Florida. Good to hear you. What's the name? Can I get a name real quick, sir?
Name is Dan, Delta Oscar November.
All right, Don. Thanks, sir. I keep records of all this stuff just in case somebody wanted to go back and know who was there. And there again, I appreciate you stopping by. And like I said, we got another net coming up tomorrow, which has been around since '99 for almost 30 years. And you may be aware of it, but if you're not, or anyone listening, it'll be the Tuesday night Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap Net, and it's same frequency, 3885 at 5:30 pre-net, 6 o'clock, and that's Eastern. Back it up an hour for Central. Okay, at this time, we've reached the bottom of the list. Let's see if we've got some more that we could pick up here on the Monday Night Eagle Net. And if you're not on the roster and you'd like to get on there, please come at this time. We're taking any calls of any kind.
K4VZS.
WB4KKJ. WA4FUU.
Okay, good evening, John, K4VZS, and good evening to you too there, WB4KKJ. The Florida stations are coming in. And also Richard, WA4FUU. All right, John. Well, let me take a break. Anyone else like to get on the pre-net? I mean, I got rattled. Get on the roster this evening. Please come now. Okay, now we'll pick up VZS. I'm not used to my radio's not working right, and it kind of gets me rattled. Anyway, and thanks for the guys that helped me out. K4VZS, John, over to you. This is WE4AM.
WE4AM, K4VZS. Well, I'm running a little late too, Kevin, and I'm a Ranger with QRO and the X1500 receiver. Everybody sounding good. It's good enough tonight. Appreciate you taking it. And we'll see what's going on. I'll be around. WE4AM, K4VZS in Pensacola.
Okay, John. Well, you're sounding good. The QRO and the flags and the whole setup there are doing a great job. I'm copying all the Florida stations down there on the Gulf Coast real well this evening, which is good. The band's been acting crazy the last week or so. So, anyway, all righty. Well, next we'll send it down to Richard, WA4FUU. Richard's trustee, as John calls him, the chief bottle washer of the Gulf Coast Mullet Society Net, which is on Thursday evenings at 3885 at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. And Richard may have an announcement. Richard, if you want to give an announcement, you go ahead on the Low Power Month. I'll let you give the particulars if you like. So over to you, Richard, WA4FUU. This is WE4AM.
WE4AM from WA4FUU. And Kevin, I'm going to do just that. I want to remind everybody, February has been proclaimed month or Low Power Month, and this is having been proclaimed by Gulf Coast Mullet Society. So each month, each Thursday evening of this month, run your low power QRP rates if you have them. If not, check in with whatever you happen to have. We're going to award two awards this year. The station running the lowest power and the greatest distance from the next control station will be awarded the official low power first place certificate. Also, the station running the least amount of power will win the Gulf Coast Mullet Society How Low Can You Go certificate. That's on February 22nd. That will be the date of importance regarding the confirmation of the situation that you're in, whether you're trying for the greatest distance or the lowest power. 22nd is, I think that's proclamation. W4PP, John, our head manager, will be the direct control and the master of ceremony. The only thing we ask is that if you're going to participate in either one of these contests, you need to report copies of your class number, brief station description, and the level of RF power. That's really all I have. Kevin, thanks so much. We've had a good day here in Pensacola. We've got a great night tonight, and I'm enjoying listening to it as I always do. Hope to see everybody this Thursday evening for the Gulf Coast Mullet Society. So Kevin, back to you, WE4AM. Oh, I wanted to say one other thing. Happy anniversary to Roy and Gail. 44th wedding anniversary. So congratulations to them. And with that, WE4AM, this is WA4FUU. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Richard, I appreciate it, and thanks for all that you do to help us with this net and the Thursday night net. And you've always been good to help us with that and fall back on getting help even when we got the license and everything on that. And I, for one, appreciate it, and I know the other guys too. And I think I did call on Greg, but let me make sure because I had an asterisk by his name for some reason, and I don't know. But I think I did call, but I don't want to leave anybody out. So if so, get one, Greg. WB4KKJ, and then we'll take some more check-ins. WE4AM.
Good evening, Kevin. WE4AM, WB4KKJ. But no, I'm still here. Just wanted to say happy anniversary there to Roy and his wife, and Don, you sounded good over in the pace here tonight. You had a good signal, nice clean audio. Kevin, you're sounding good, and just on the Johnson Ranger tonight, with a little help from the L4B running legal limit. And the receiver is a Collins 75S1. The microphone's a D104. So we've changed things up a little bit around here. Hope I'm sounding good up that way. So good job, Kevin. Good net tonight. So I'll turn it back over to you. WE4AM, WB4KKJ.
Okay, Greg. Well, I appreciate it. I went back to full power. That way, somebody, since we're down at the bottom of the list, I'm back at 350 watts a carry, and I'm right at full legal limit. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it earlier or not, but anyway, I think it was just a matter of rebooting this thing because I haven't done it in probably a couple of weeks. I should do it every week or so, probably every few days. Alrighty, well, we've reached the bottom of the list. First off, let me make sure that I leave anyone out before we take any other check-ins. This is WE4AM. Okay, good. Didn't leave nobody out. I don't get hollered at. Okay, is there anyone else out there that would like to get on the Eagle AM roster? If so, please come now. This is WE4AM.
Don't forget KW4TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Manuel helped me up there at the top, and you're right. I don't have a thing by there. Manuel, don't get mad at me. I'm kind of rattled tonight because I ain't used to my stuff not working. So, and Manuel's always, he's like my right arm. I talk to Manuel all the time, Facebook, phone, and he helps us keep this thing going along with Tom and all that. And as y'all can tell, I'm a little off kilter here because I'm not used to my equipment not being just right, and I always try to accommodate, which I did with the other radio, and that would never cause malicious interference or harm to anyone else. That's the reason I changed real quick. I'd soon get off than cause problems for sure. We always try to work with everybody. With that, and it will be last but not least, of course, over to you, Manuel, KW4TV from the tallest mountain in Florida. This is WE4AM.
WE4AM, KW4TV. Good evening. I'm on the Johnson 500 with the R390 receiver tonight. Wanted to tell my buddy Sam, a big old war eagle up that way. Times is getting better on the plains, Sam. We doing okay. We're going to be all right. And a big happy anniversary to Roy and Gail. I think Gail needs a Medal of Honor or something. It's what she's put up with over these years. Just happy for them. 44, that's a long time. Congratulations to both of you guys. It's great. And I don't know, maybe I'm having a little trouble with these nets. I couldn't get in the mullet net. So there you go. Just my Johnson 500 isn't loud enough. Have to get me something else. W9TAB and Woof. Good to hear him in there, and John. And the West Coast is sounding good, kid. Always good to hear the West Coast people in here. Roy, be sure to tell Gil I said congratulations. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Kevin. Thank you for picking me up and not forgetting about me. This is KW4TV on the Johnson 500 with the R390.
Oh, I'm hearing you fine. I just got a little rattled when I was getting, my phone was blowing up and everything was going on, Manuel. And I appreciate you hanging in there with me and being a backup along with Tom and Richard and everybody else that helps kind of keep this thing going. I mean, it ain't just one person on any of these nets. I mean, it's everybody and the members too to help keep it going, and we help each other and try to keep these things going, and I appreciate it. And that's why I don't mind jumping in when I need to do a net here or anywhere else, because I like keeping this going. I enjoy the people I talk with. Everybody out here is just good people. I mean, that's just all there is to it. It's no riffraff. I'll just leave it at that. But and I know most of everybody and met most of everybody, but just a handful. I'm sure there's people. And Roy, I tell you, Miss Gail, I'm like Manuel there. You better give that woman a big hug. 44 years. I'm not there yet. I think Susie and I have 31 or 2. I better be quiet. She hears me. She'll come running in. It's 30 plus anyway. Alrighty, well, let me see. Before we close this thing out, let me make sure there ain't someone else out there that'd like to get on the Eagle Net and make a comment. If so, you please come now. This is WE4AM. Okay, guys, I appreciate y'all working with me. We only have about half page on the regulars are gone, but who knows what their situation is, but I'm sure they'll be here tomorrow night because the Southeastern AM Radio Club is a good net. Okay, with that said, join the W4AMI and the W4GCM Club nets held each Tuesday night and Thursday evenings. They're usually around 6 o'clock on the W4AMI, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, and of course 4:30 pre-net, 5:30 pre-net for the W4AMI. And then W4GCM, they're still at 7 o'clock Eastern, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Alrighty, and also please join the Warren Alley Memorial Net on 3885 at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that's presented by the Ford AM Group on Sunday mornings. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of y'all. Sorry I seemed a little off-kiltered, but and I apologize for, I guess, going up and down the band, but I'm glad it wasn't too long and we got the problem corrected, and apologize for that. But thank you for letting me know. And we always try to do what's right and keep good stations and goodwill and well-being amongst each and every one of us. With that said, this is WA4KM. My name's Kevin. I'm located in Villa Rica, Georgia. And everybody have a great evening, and thanks for being here. 73s.